The head of the Metropolitan Police, Dame Cressida, has come out on LBC to lie about the way her officers are enforcing or not enforcing the lockdown rules. I don't know how they get away with this, because essentially the chief of Metropolitan Police is essentially a politician, because her role is now to just go out there, do interviews, do speeches, do statements, and she's the representative of the Met. So she answers like a politician, she acts like a politician. Watch this video on LBC where she said that her officers essentially don't really enforce the measures. Now I'm going to explain, because she's partly right, but not fully, because she says the go-to method is to not enforce the health measures and to just have a nice chat with people and explain it to them.
We were the first in the Met to say that we weren't out there to, enforce, that we will always engage with people, we will always explain things, we will always encourage people to comply with the law and only use enforcement as the very last resort.
Really, last resort. Really? Are you kidding me with this? Do you remember the drones in March and April 2020? Do you remember when I was doing vlogs, I was going to Hyde Park, nobody was there, and, because it's a big park, and I was just, walking around and decided to sit down for 1 second because I was tired, and I was just filming the two officers in case you can't even sit. Was that really not enforcing? Was that not really threatening to fine me? Was that not the drones trying to name and shame people? Was it not? All those fines that since over the last 2 years, the first instance that they have, the police go and basically essentially issue a penalty. Yes, there are a lot of other officers across the country who are not really enforcing it. Yeah, but that's not the regulation. That's not what she's told them. Because there are a lot of police officers who are just going to walking around and be like, okay, fine, we're not really going to address the issue. We're not going to stop every single person on the tube because they're not really covering their face. No, that's not really the go-to thing. We know a lot of her officers actually went very robust. If you came out to protest against the measures, at times, some of the officers decided to completely go and arrest everybody. So this is a lie. Do not allow her, to speak so nicely and say, I'm just doing my job. I'm just a public servant. No, you're lying. And again, this has to be exposed. As I said, from day one, the drones going around telling people you can't sit down with a cup of coffee in a park on your own. And every single thing that they've done, really, is this what we talk about when we say the Met Police are actually just engaging with the public first and then enforcing the rules? It's not true, and she's lying. We're going to have more updates for you guys there. Also, don't forget, on the main channel, I think it should now be uploaded. The website that we have, Isabel Oakeshott and me, we sat down to discuss all these matters and everything else been happening in terms of the health regulations and Christmas and how we as a country are going to deal with it. So if you want to watch that, go to mytousi.co.uk. The link is in the description. I'm mytousi, and we are the media.